Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of the Disc Golf Answer Man.
We have one from Keith, and this one is about hole design and mandos. He says, "What are your thoughts on artificial man-made mandos?" Before we get into this, Coda, do you have any experience like designing courses or anything like that?
I mean, I've helped out a little bit, but nothing real major.
Not
Well,
okay.
You've probably played like a billion courses
Yeah,
though, and
absolutely.
that helps a lot. Is just knowing what people do around the country.
Yeah. All right. So he says we have a hole at our local course with a double mando about 100 feet from the pad, and there's about a 15-foot gap you have to hit. My concern with it is you can miss the one. Wait, hang on. You can miss the one of. I'm guessing he says one. Okay, you can miss one of the mando trees. It's worded interestingly. You can miss one of the mando trees and still end up right under the basket. I ran a PDGA event, one round with mando, one without, and the hole played over par both rounds. The mando was over half a stroke higher. Does this seem like a good hole based on the info that I've given to you? I'm a little bit confused.
So like,
Absolutely.
let's say it's a par 3, and it's got a double. It's a double or triple mando.
He said double mando.
A double mando that's 100 feet off the tee. He didn't say how long the hole was, did he?
He didn't say how long. He said it's 100 feet from the tee, and it's a 15-foot gap you have to hit. So I'm guessing the trees are 15 feet apart.
Okay.
100 feet off the tee pad.
Yeah,
Wow.
the basket is somewhere. It can't be too long because he says you can miss one tree and still end up right under the basket.
So let's imagine it's just like a forehand hyzer or something like that.
Sure.
So it's a gap people are going to be shooting anyway.
Yeah.
Or you could like take the hyzer route around everything, but it only let's say it had averaged 3.75 with the mando. It only averaged 3.25 without. So it's not like it made a huge scoring separation.
Sure. But the part I'm not understanding, he says you can miss one of the mando trees and still end up right under the basket.
So I think he's saying like,
Does that mean there's no drop
so
zone?
the mando's there, and then so if you miss it, you're still parked.
But you have to go
you
back to the
still
drop
have
zone.
to play from like I don't know
Okay.
if they're playing like do you just add a stroke or
Yeah,
you,
that's what I'm
like-
saying. I can't think of a time I've played a hole with a mando that didn't have a drop zone.
No,
No,
he
for
means
sure.
like if your shot misses the mando, even though you have to go to the drop zone, your
Mhm.
disc that missed the mando is up underneath the basket. So you don't have to make the mando to park it, which is, I guess, the way most mandos are designed.
Yeah, I
So
feel like they're designed like mostly for safety.
safety reasons.
Yeah.
Make the hole
yeah.
more challenging.
Which generally when you have mandos, they tend to are on a hole that's not so good in my
Yeah.
opinion, and it's their way of trying to make it harder.
I'm a little bit confused by that question. Okay, we'll just change the question a little bit and we'll ask, what are your thoughts on mandos? Do you like them or
I do if they're in. Always telling me which way I have to go.